She reminds me of a female version of Steph Curry. Rick Pitino breaks down what makes Caitlin Clark so similar to Stephen Curry. Rick Pitino sees shades of Steph Point King, Stephen Curry, and young Caitlin Clark. Ever since Caitlin Clark entered the world of professional sports, she has boosted the WNBA's marketability and financial visibility and elevated its entertainment aspect immensely. Her performances have captivated fans and forced many to ask whether anyone has impacted a league this profoundly so early in their career. According to St. John's head coach Rick Pitino, Clark's influence and playing style reminds him of the undisputed three-point king, Steph Curry. Rick Pitino draws a comparison between Caitlin Clark and Steph Curry. When Steph entered the NBA in 2009, he immediately showcased his range and efficiency, shooting 43.7% from beyond the arc in his rookie season and 44.2% in his second year. Statistically, Clark hasn't reached that level of sharp shooting yet. She shot 34.4% from three in her rookie campaign and is currently averaging 29.5% in the 2025 season. But for Pitino, it is not about the raw numbers, but about the fearlessness, the willingness to pull up from deep, sometimes from near the logo, with unwavering confidence, is one aspect of Ponytail Pete's game that reminds him of Curry. Add in their similarly lean, athletic builds, and Pitino sees even more similarities between the two stars. While she's a great passer, she reminds me of Steph Curry. When Steph Curry came into the league, she is doing what Steph did early on, Pitino confidently declared during his appearance on Colin Cowherd's The Herd Show. She has unbelievable range, has great vision, is a terrific passer. Physically, she's a little weak, but she'll get stronger as time goes on. She really understands how to play, and she reminds me of a female version of Steph Curry. Caitlin Clark's game is more well-rounded than Steph Curry's. Though Caitlin still has a way to go before reaching Steph's elite status as a shooter, her playmaking ability sets her apart at this early stage. The Indiana Fever guard has averaged 8.6 assists per game since her debut, displaying a pass-first mentality rarely seen from a rookie guard. While a young Steph was laser-focused on scoring, Caitlin seems determined to be a true floor general, dropping dimes, elevating her teammates, and still putting up over 18 points per game. In the end, Rick Pitino's comparison is not just a compliment, but a testament to how Caitlin has already made waves across the basketball world. Comparisons of mentors, Rick Pitino has more, showing us that we cannot compromise on our dreams while simultaneously chasing the reason, the stars, and singing too. When your every move starts getting compared to one of the greatest players the game has ever seen, you are clearly doing something special, and everyone in the basketball world notices you. Nevertheless, if Clark wants to surpass the impact of a young Steph, she needs to lead her Fever team to unprecedented success, at least a meaningful and deep playoff run, something that the latter couldn't do with his Golden State Warriors team until he paired up with Klay Thompson and Draymond Green. The game is changing, and at the heart of that transformation stands a young woman who seems to be rewriting the playbook, one deep three-pointer at a time. When Hall of Fame coach Rick Pitino compared Caitlin Clark to Stephen Curry, the sports world paused for a moment, not because it was a wild statement, but because it made sense. Startling, thrilling sense. She reminds me of a female version of Steph Curry, Pitino said, marveling at Clark's long-range shooting, her tempo-shifting handles, and her court vision that appears almost clairvoyant. Coming from a man who's seen generations of talent rise and fall, this wasn't just a compliment. It was a crowning. But what does that comparison truly mean? To unpack it, we must go deeper than stat sheets or highlight reels. This isn't just about range or form. Though Clark's logo distance threes do evoke courage, game-breaking audacity, it's about a shared basketball philosophy, a shared disruption, a shared artistry, the art of the unthinkable. Stephen Curry didn't just enter the NBA, he disrupted it. For years, basketball orthodoxy clung to its ideals. Work the paint, go for the high percentage shots, shoot the three only when it's clean. Then, Curry started hitting from 30 feet out, pulling up off the dribble, turning and running back on defense before the ball even touched the net. He changed the geometry of the game. Caitlin Clark is doing the same. In the collegiate women's game, long-rooted in fundamentals and structure, Clark's fearless shooting feels like jazz in a string quartet. Whether she's hitting transition trees from the logo or using a double step back to free herself from defenders, her choices challenge what's supposed to happen. Like Curry, she doesn't just break rules, she rewrites them. And then, she's the best shooter I've ever seen in the women's game, Pitino added. Her range is unlimited, and what sets her apart is that she's not forcing it. She sees the game in a way few do. That vision. That's the next layer. The eyes of an artist. Curry is more than a shooter. What makes him lethal is his ability to see the court in 360 degrees, anticipating movement, manipulating defenses, and passing as if playing chess while everyone else plays checkers. Caitlin Clark, too, possesses this rare gift. Watch her with the ball. There's a rhythm to it. Not just dribbling, but conducting. Her head is always up, calculating angles, threading impossible passes through the chaos. She makes no-look assists, not for flair, but because she genuinely saw it before anyone else. There's an improvisational genius at work.